Hello there. I thought I'd do a quick video just to give my thoughts on the England versus France game. Obviously, England lost 2-1 yesterday night to France, and yeah, I don't think it's the end for Southgate. He got a couple of decisions wrong. I think the substitutions, you go 2-1 down and then you make a substitution. He could have easily made one about 15, 20 minutes beforehand, maybe in the 65th minute, but instead he makes them on the 79th minute, like a bit of a panic substitution, because obviously went 2-1 down after that amazing ball in from Griezmann found Olivier Giroud. And then the people that he does bring on is obviously Saka off for... who did he come off for? Obviously it was Sterling and Mount that came on. I can't remember the other player that came off. It might have been Phil Foden. Can't remember. But yeah, I didn't think Sterling... Oh no, I think it was Henderson that came off actually. I don't think Sterling nor Mason Mount should have been the players coming on. I would have maybe put on Marcus Rashford. You know what? Even put on Kieran Trippier. And push someone else forward, or put him up forward. He can put a good ball in. We were putting loads of crosses in right at the end of that game. Luke Shaw put a couple of balls in. It was a mistake, but I don't think it's like such a mistake that you've got to sack Southgate, get rid of him now. I don't think that's the way to do it. I think give him to the Euros, let him see the Euros out, because this team, in my opinion, will only get better. Like, it's quite a young team at the moment. Like, look at the likes of Saka. Look at the likes of Bellingham. They're young guys, and they're going to only get better the more time they get. And obviously, if you keep it with the same manager as well, he can get them to all play a certain way. And obviously some people don't like the way that he plays. Sometimes even in this competition, you go from the USA game, oh, what a terrible performance that was. But then you go to the Senegal game and it was exciting, it was vibrant. I personally think we were the better team yesterday. I think we definitely created better chances. We had that in the second half, the first 5, 10, 15 minutes of the second half, we were all over them. And it just, there were so many nearly moments. But then when Griezmann puts in a lovely ball like that, that's, you got to just take your hat off and say, wow, what a goal. But yeah, obviously Kane missing the penalty, I don't put that on Kane either. Like, he's done so much for his country that, there's no one to blame. Like, when it came to the Euros last year, and obviously, correct me if I'm wrong, Saka, Rashford and Sancho all missed their penalties and they got a lot of abuse for it. That's not their faults, you know what I mean? People miss penalties. Do you know what I mean? People miss penalties. It happens. But you can't just blame it on one person. It's a team game. They all win together or they lose together. So, yeah, this video isn't going to be me, like, shitting on the England team. Not anything like that. I think they've done well. You're coming up against France, who are arguably, well, I don't think it's arguable, they're the best team left at the Final Four. And I personally think the World Cup's done already. I think they're good. Morocco, okay, they don't concede many goals, but they don't score many goals either. So I think they'll beat Morocco. They'll just maybe get 1 or 2-0. That's over. Then you've got Argentina and Croatia. In 2018, France beat Croatia, and the team was 4 years younger then. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's many new exciting players in that Croatia team that's going to elevate them and then think, oh, we've got a better chance this time. They might be able to take it to penalties and beat them on pens, Croatia. You never know. They did it with Brazil the other night, so they could probably do it again. But yeah, I think with the Argentina Croatia game, it could go either way. I think France will beat Morocco and then France will win the World Cup. So yeah, we had our chance. Obviously we would have had to face Morocco in the semis, which would have been a tough test, but I think we would have overcome that test, and I think the momentum would have got us there. And then who knows, we might have won it, but we can't say that now. It's done. That's in the past. We have to look to the future, and the future is now obviously a lot of the England boys going back to their clubs, like Saka going back to Arsenal. And yeah, we just hope that we have a good rest of the footballing season with the Premier League. I just noticed that there's a game on today, Burnley versus QPR. I'm like, wow, like football still goes on even though the World Cup's on. I did see there was games yesterday, some postponed because of frozen pitches. The weather is very, it's not good out there. Let's just say that. But yeah, I've got my Christmas tree up. It's all up, ready to go. So yeah, I just thought I'd do a quick video on the game yesterday. my thoughts on it. And yeah, I think the takeaway from the game was it was a very exciting game. England were the better team, but in the end of the day, there's one bit of quality from Giroud/Griezmann, and there was one minor mistake from Kane, because I can't class that as. Well, to be fair, going back on that game again, the France first goal I didn't think should have been allowed because there was a foul in the build-up. Saka got fouled in the build-up to that goal. So, hey-ho. We had a penalty where they completely took out our man. The referee had a shocker. Sorry, I'm 5 minutes into this video and I've not even mentioned the referee. The referee had a shocker. A shocker. I've seen loads of pictures from people saying, France's best player last night and it was the referee, which, is obviously a joke, but it's one that I think is right, yeah, terrible refereeing decisions. Some yellow cards that weren't given, some penalties, free kicks, and then when we would win the ball back, we'd foul them in the same way a France decision wasn't given, to us. And then we'll do the same challenge and we'll get a foul given against it. It was terrible. But yeah, I don't think that's the main reason why we lost, but it's a factor, Obviously, the missed penalty, the quality from Griezmann, the refereeing decisions, the substitution from Gareth. So you can't pinpoint it on one thing or person. So overall, we're out of the competition. It's not coming home yet, but yeah, we just have to concentrate on, the rest of the competition, see who wins it. Back to the Premier League. We'll have the World Championship of Darts. I think that's starting this Thursday coming, so that'll probably be what my attention will be on. Maybe I could do a little video on on that. But yeah, I said this was going to be a quick video, but it's actually turned out to be almost to the 7-8 minute mark. But yeah, I thought I'll just give my thoughts quick because I haven't done an episode for a little while. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll speak to you next time.